interview, right? Domain architect or business domain architect or architectural interviews that time, not recent, not this now, but in future if you are going for a big interviews like domain architect, that time this kind of question definitely comes. So can you explain the complete architecture of the payment, the landscape of the payment, okay, not only the swift payment. So that time this diagram is definitely going to help you to understand the thing. So how can you explain this diagram that time? Okay, so if you see in the bottom side, first of all there are some arrows marking in the green, yellow, red and something like that. So those are the arrow indicate that what are the systems we are going to work here. So first arrow says account opening, okay, we are going to see that as well. Then exception handling, then reporting purpose, reporting and auditing. So these arrows market say what exactly they do. So we can divide this diagram, this flow chart, or you can say this block diagram in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, okay, 7 parts. So you can divide this diagram in 7 parts, and I will recommend if you are going for interviews of architecture, right, not now, but maybe after some years, maybe 4 5 years or 6 years. So that time this diagram you can print it and keep it with you, okay. Explain this diagram, the person you are going interview is he will be impressed with you, okay. So if you are going offline discussion, right, online definitely, sorry, online discussion, offline you have to keep in mind these 5 major things and you can play around it, okay. First of all, we'll start with the payment initiation channels. We already discussed a lot of time, but here you have to explain something a different way. The customer is initiating payment, customer is there, merchant is there, payer bank is there, debtor is there, okay. So before that we have to open account as well. So for account opening what is required, we are required account opening process, like with merchant we have required KYCs, AML checks, sanction screening, basic documentation. It contains that part also on the left hand side. So if you go over the account opening, here account opening first, you can see the second one. Account opening require KYC, for customer KYC will do. We will do a sanction screening of the customer, AML check, anti money laundering check also will do. We'll do payment request check, because we are which kind of services you're going to use, like we are going to Swift services, SCT, faster payment, card payment. Then in account opening which kind of authentication you're going to work. So this kind of thing actually work in a core banking sectors. In Swift payment or CBPR payment we are not dealing with these things, but I'm just giving additional information how this also work here. So authentication part is also there. If you can see where you have 4i check, 2i check, 6i check, or cryptography check, means you are giving some OTP password. So those kind of thing. Then authentication, then authorization of the flow. Authorization means when account opening, somebody is sitting in the bank manager, right, he'll approve your loan, approve your bank account request. Then pay bank data and authorization, that kind of thing, okay. This is the first part of. Then second part is that legend means that what is the SLA for your payment, okay. If exception is coming, what you have to handle it. Then reporting purpose, auditing purpose, okay. Then cross border. So these are the first payment initiation channel. So you can explain this kind of a thing at a block diagram, that in a retail banking sector this kind of things are there, where merchant is there, customer is there, customer bank is there, data is there, we are opening account with the bank system, we are doing KYCs, authentication part, okay. Because you are giving interview for Swift, these things are not a bigger focus area for you, but still if you can explain it, it's very good, okay. Then second part in the community, that we have to join this our core, our payment initiation channel with the core banking system, okay, core banking system of the bank. So if you see the blue one, right, payment hub and core banking system. Here payment hub and transaction, what we do here, we see payment hub, it contains transaction validation, routing optimization, which route you have to send the payment, whether you want to send by Swift with SEPA or Fedwire, or what is the routing system of the payment, it will be mentioned in this routing system, okay. Then liquidity management, balance check is also important part here. The risk management, this one different kind of risk which align with payment transaction core banking system, those are mentioned in the risk management system. So this can be happen in the second part of this. Then third part of this is that when the payment is initiated, right, transaction cycle is flowing, payment is moving, then we are doing RTGS or RTNS clearing, okay. Those kind of the bilateral clearing, multilateral clearing, those we already discussed in session number 2 and 3, right, initial one. So those kind of thing happening in the payment system, okay. So message flow happen, corporate payment, cash payment, so that kind of, with the help of central bank here. So central bank is nothing but your Fedwire or SEPA payment, or RBI here in India. So those kind of a central bank which do clearing and settlement here. So settlement after settlement, central bank is moving the money, which we already discussed lot of time. This happening in the clearing and settlement sector in the third part. Fourth one is the swift messages now. So first message is that this is the next concept. It is that how the messages are handled. Okay, so you have to explain here all the messages, empty message also, MX message also, when you explain for architecture diagram. So those, okay, and plus you have to explain some swift network, like how this how swiftnet is working, how message standards are defined, SLA for monitoring. If your payment stuck for more than 30 seconds, just send PAX2 message with negative acknowledgement, that kind of thing. Then different corresponding banking systems are also involved in Swift, that you have to mention. Then Nostro and Vostro account relationship, corresponding Swift GPI, which we already discussed, that also you can mention here. Then tracking purpose exception handling, Swift Alliance Gateway, where we are injecting a payment. So that can you also explain in a Swift part here. Also, I have prepared one more session. I don't have handy now with me. That is called Swift Alliance Gateway. Okay, remind me if I forgot. I want to discuss with you that also. Swift Alliance Gateway, how there are different types of gateways are there for Swift Alliance, SSA channel, SAW channel. So I have made one more presentation. I will take you that also with you. Okay, Swift Alliance Gateway 1. So that's the fourth one. Okay, we are not going into too much detail here in this diagram. Okay, we are explaining because we are explaining a flow diagram of payment Swift, how it's working, a very high level. Then the next part is the SEPA payment. SEPA and Swift ISO 222 exactly scheme, as I told you just now. In SEPA payment there are different schemes are involved. Scheme means that, as SEPA says, that single euro payment area, because it's operate only in European zone region where currency is euro, local currency is euro only. All payments